Everyone, welcome back to our channel. I pray that the grace of Christ fills everyone's day. To be informed about the most recent developments, we really hope you enjoy this film and become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. Join us as we embark on a journey and watch this film through to its conclusion. Despite his brief life, Carlo Acutis was a bright young man who made a significant impact on the world. People of various ages are still motivated by Carlo's life, who is well known for his profound spirituality and creative use of technology to disseminate religious ideas. His singular strategy for leading a purposeful life despite a fatal illness reveals a profound spiritual bond that continues to be a beacon of light for anybody looking to strengthen their faith in the contemporary world. Carlo wasn't your typical kid. He had a profound spiritual awareness well beyond his years from an early age. He possessed a natural sense of the divine and frequently had periods of deep introspection. Carlo's mother, a significant character in his life, had a big impact on his spiritual development. Together, they overcame his illness, and their relationship grew into a potent representation of strength, love, and faith. Carlo had a strong interest in religion and spirituality as a youngster. When he talked about religious subjects, his innocence and insight combined to show a maturity that frequently left people in amazement. He was able to see spiritual truths in ways that many adults found difficult to understand because of his intuitive nature. His existence served as evidence of his unshakable belief in God's plan, and as he grew older, this special insight only became more profound. Carlo's inventive use of technology is among the most fascinating facets of his existence. At a time when social media and the internet were gaining popularity, Carlo realized the potential of these channels for evangelization and communication. He recognized the potential of the internet as a potent medium for reaching people all over the world with messages of love, hope, and faith. Carlo loved technology, so he made a website that listed Eucharistic miracles worldwide. He aimed to remind people of the Eucharist's incredible power and God's presence in the world through the digital era. His innovative use of the internet for evangelization at the time continues to motivate those who aspire to use contemporary technology for positive purposes. At the age of 15, Carlo received a diagnosis of leukemia, the illness that would eventually take his life. But instead of giving up, Carlo managed his sickness with a remarkable sense of calm and acceptance. Given that he had consistently expressed his belief that life on earth was only fleeting, his final month's acts revealed a profound acceptance of his fate. Carlo maintained his generosity and kindness during his fight with leukemia. Since he was aware that his time on earth was limited, he frequently declared that he would always remain young. Despite knowing that he was dead, he was kind and accepted his beliefs wholeheartedly. Indeed, it appeared to strengthen his resolve to live each day with a purpose and a commitment to God. Carlo had a close spiritual relationship with his mother. Her bond with her son became a tribute to the strength of faith in the face of adversity as she opened her heart to him, especially during the most trying times of his sickness. One of his mother's favorite memories of their time together was a particularly poignant trip to the cathedral in Chartres, France, where the serene setting put them at peace. Every moment Carlo's mother spent with her son had spiritual significance for her. Carlo's pain, in her opinion, was a necessary component of a divine plan that they both had to embrace. Knowing that Carlo's suffering was not in vain allowed them to face even the toughest moments with a sense of purpose, thanks to their shared faith. Carlo's ability to predict his own death was one of the most remarkable features of his existence. From an early age, Carlo discussed death, not out of fear, but because he understood that it was a normal part of life. Because of his spiritual development, he was able to comprehend that death was a passage to eternal life rather than the end of life. Everyone in Carlo's immediate vicinity found immense solace in his ability to foretell his own demise. His friends and family were able to accept the fact that death was inevitable because of his peaceful and relaxed attitude toward mortality. Carlo's belief that death is a necessary part of God's plan encouraged many people to consider how they may bravely and resolutely confront similar difficulties in their own lives. Death wasn't something he took lightly. Instead, it was the outcome of a strong belief that everything occurs in accordance with God's will. Carlo embraced his illness with a calmness that was quite encouraging, since he saw it as a necessary component of the trip that God had planned for him. His faith provided a ray of hope and a fresh outlook on life's obstacles for those who found it difficult to accept death. Carlo's influence continues to grow, especially among youth. His example of leading a life full of compassion, charity, and religion speaks to a new generation that is constantly looking for purpose in a world that is getting more complicated. Carlo's life serves as a reminder that holiness can be discovered in common deeds of love, generosity, and service to others as much as in the remarkable. Carlo's use of technology, especially the internet and social media, has also had a long-lasting effect. Carlo's story demonstrates the potency of digital platforms for disseminating messages of hope and faith during a time when the internet can frequently be overwhelming and depressing. His website about Eucharistic miracles is still a great place to go if you want to learn more about Catholicism. People of all ages are still motivated by the spiritual teachings Carlo left behind. His life is a potent reminder that we may find beauty and meaning even when faced with hardship. Everyone around Carlo saw that holiness is achievable for everyone, regardless of life circumstances, because of his unshakable faith in God's plan. In a world where problems seem to be getting worse every day, Carlo's example provides courage and consolation. His example inspires us to cling to our beliefs, to seek God's will in everything, and to have faith that even in the most trying situations, a bigger plan is at work. Carlo's legacy serves as a reminder that suffering can really deepen our relationship with God, rather than being something to be feared. Prayer was central to Carlo's life, and he inspired others to adopt this effective way of communicating with God. His persistent prayer, particularly in front of the Eucharist, has served as an example for people who want to get closer to God. Carlo realized that prayer was a gift and a responsibility, a means of finding courage, serenity, and meaning at the most hard times of life. Carlo's call to prayer is more important than ever in a noisy and distracted society. He challenges us to stop, think, and look for God in our day-to-day activities. Through introspection, communal prayer, or service, Carlo's life serves as a reminder that prayer is the cornerstone of a robust and enduring religion. People all throughout the world are still inspired by Carlo's life. Many have been impacted by his narrative, and his impact goes beyond his own battles with illness. Those who hear Carlo's story are motivated to live with more joy and purpose because of his capacity to embrace life despite death, which reveals a faith that transcends reason. Young people have particularly benefited from Carlo's example since they view him as an authentic, kind, and considerate role model. His life demonstrates that religion is a genuine physical entity that can be lived out rather than only an abstract idea. Carlo's legacy encourages us all to live better lives, whether it means doing good deeds, using technology for the greater good, or just being more thankful every day. The life and legacy of Carlo Acutis serve as a potent example of the influence one individual may have on the entire planet. Carlo continues to inspire countless individuals to live with greater love, faith, and compassion via his unwavering fortitude in the face of disease, his strong faith, and his creative use of technology. His tale serves as a reminder that everyone has the potential to become pure and that a strong relationship with God may provide light and hope even in our darkest hours. We are reminded that every one of us has the capacity to leave a lasting legacy as we consider Carlo's life. Carlo's example encourages us to live each day with purpose, understanding that our actions can have a significant impact on people around us, whether through modest deeds of kindness or more extensive efforts to help others. We may still learn about faith, resiliency, and the strength of leading a life centered on love and service from his narrative. I appreciate you joining me on this adventure. This study is fascinating and significant because of your participation and presence. May you be inspired and uplifted by the tales we have exchanged about the human condition. Till we meet again.